Hey, this is Professor Homa. Welcome to part 2 of our intro. On part 1, we just kind of looked at changing buttons around and in our menus in Blackboard. And now what I'll do is just show you some more information that actually goes inside those buttons so you know what Blackboard's going to be used for and what you can use it for. And I'm going to use a different course here. I used that first course to kind of hide the students. This one I'm not doing anything with the students. So, and this was one of those microcomputer software applications courses. Where there's a lot of information in here. Now the announcements are all gone, and notice this has a different color. And just for a review, if you change color, control panel, course design, course menu design, and you can change the color here. I'm going to cancel out of that because I don't want to change the color, and I'll go back through my breadcrumb trail back to the main course here, and I'll just show you what's here. Now Instructor Info, you could have, that could be faculty info, it could be instructor info. I put this in. I put my email, my office number, my office location, my office hours I put in here, and then I even put a blurb about me, especially for online courses. There's even some links I have in here, and I even put a picture of me. This was on the school website at one time, so I just cropped it out and threw it on here because it was wearing kind of a nice shirt. So I put that in there. So you could put a little thumbnail of yourself, especially for an online course. I like to have students do that for their home pages when they use Blackboard for online courses. So this is my info here. I have a syllabus FAQ area. Now syllabus is just a Word file that they could download, and I even say, you know, it's a doc, so they can, sometimes I'll put a PDF here as well, but I just have a Word doc. Also FAQs, notice that this is kind of a single element, and this is a folder. When there's a folder, there's a little underline here, and you click on it, and then there's more information, which there it is. And then there's a bunch of individual things here. What software I did. This is just kind of an info page. What software do I need for this course? How do I submit my assignments? How well will I know what my grades are? You know, you could give some basic information there for the course is under the syllabus FAQs. You know, and you could have a separate FAQs, separate syllabus, whatever you want. Books, resources. These are the books. This is from last spring. Notice that this is just information here that shows the book. These are actually links to some resources for the books. These are all links here, and when you click on these links, they actually, and typically, and I'll show you how to do this too, typically you don't want the link to open up in this same window here within Blackboard. You want it to open up in a new tab. So I would actually want to fix that, and as long as I'm here, I'll show you how to fix that. Now this is books resources, just remember that, and I'm going to go to my control panel, and there's books resources, and here's the information that I put in here, and I'll go back and show you how to add these, but just for now, if I wanted to edit this, because I didn't like the way that this opened up in the same window, if I'd want to go here and modify it, here's the link. This is actually the URL. This is the link where it's going to, but to make it open in a new window, there's a little area down here that says open a new window. And especially if you're linking to videos, YouTube videos, anything like that, you almost always want to do this or you're going to have problems. So I always want to make links open in a new window. So I forgot to do that on that one. So I just hit open a new window, and there's the link. There's kind of the name that you're seeing, and this is just some text that's there. Notice there's some HTML tags, which I'll show you how to do to format things a little bit nicer. But for now, I'll just hit submit. I'll hit OK. Now, if you would click on this, it actually opens up in a new tab or in a new window. You know, it doesn't open up inside of Blackboard. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my area here. Now, again, that was under books and resources. That's where that was. And again, these things with little globes are external links. But if I did want to add a new one, I would go to Control Panel, Books and Resources. Maybe there's some other book that we're going to work with. And I would, if I wanted a link to something, I would use External Link. If I just wanted to add an item that they would just read, that they wouldn't actually click on, I would just click on Item here. You know, maybe it's a book they have to get, but a lot of times I'll add links. So if you use an external link, you know, let's just say, I'll put an external link here. I'll just put college website. That's easy enough. Type in college website, and I'm going to put http:// warren.edu. You always want to use the full and I forgot my www. You always want to use the full URL. HTTP:, and you could always copy that right from your address bar for any kind of link. You don't have to memorize that. So I'm just going to put college website here, and I'll put the WCCC college website, and this will be a link. This will be what it will say, and you'll remember you want to do open in new window. So that's all I'd want to do for that. Let's see how it looks. I'll hit submit, and I'll hit OK. Okay, and notice when I put a description in there, it actually doesn't show you the the warren.edu. It actually shows you this. So if you wanted to change that for whatever reason, okay. So if you'd want to actually have the URL look like the URL, here's the description underneath. You could just put www.warren.edu. That way it'll show up as that instead of college website. And here's a description that'll say college website. And now if I hit submit, now it says warren.edu. It says the college website. And if I click on that, it opens up in a new browser window or tab. Okay, if I wanted this to be first, I'll just make that first. And remember, I'm still in control panel. How do I know that? It says control panel. So if I go back out, or if I wanted to see how students see it, I could go back out to books and resources. And there's my warren.edu. And that's an external link. And you can explain that to students on how those work. Just some other things to show you here. I'll skip over assignments for now, but video tutorials, a lot of times I have links to YouTube videos. I'll just click on, I won't click on a Blackboard one. That'll be really confusing since you're watching a Blackboard one. But, I have links that actually go to YouTube. Professor Homa here. And there's me speaking again. I'll stop that because that will be weird hearing my voice as you're hearing my voice. But I do these business letter exercise. I'll mute that. But here's some tutorials just like the one you're watching that I do for some of the other courses, and I just link to them on YouTube. Okay, so let me close out of that. I'll come back here. Some of these have folders. I do that if I have multiple videos. You can make a folder, so you could click on here, and it's just a way to enclose other external links. These are external links to videos inside that. And I even put things like click on this link to see inside the folder when they do that. Okay, so you don't have to have video tutorials, but I do that for this particular class. Discussion board. I don't use discussion board a whole lot in my regular classes, but we'll have a tutorial on that as well. Evaluation. Nothing here for now. You could put quizzes in here. Communication. These last two things, which they're also the same ones that are down here. These are helpful because, for one thing, to go see your roster, you can go see your roster in here doing the list all, and I'll go back. And this isn't where you would edit their emails and that kind of stuff. But if you just want to see your roster, you could just go to communication. Oh, there's my roster. Oh, list all. Oh, these are all the people in my class. So I could see all the people in my class here. So I'll go back. And also tools. What are there in tools? Well, my grades, I won't see anything for grades because I'm not going to see my own grades. I'm going to be creating grades. So I'll go back to tools here. But what I will use, you may use digital Dropbox for people to submit things if they don't submit them by email. And some other things I'll go over for now. But I guess the best thing for here is to see your roster. For communication. To see your roster is the main thing that you'd want to see. You could send email from here, or you could do all that through Control Panel.